じゃないの、いいんじゃないの。ジョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョージョー Okay. Let's continue expanding our application by allowing users to add new nodes. You can find the code for our current application here. I'm gonna copy the code from here for this current application. Okay. A little. I'm not gonna write this one. An array. Nodes is an array which has objects in it. सही बोल रहा है भाई, सही बोल रहा है. You're right, you're goddamn right. You're goddamn right. अब निकल अब. We are passing it as so we have the nodes, what you call it, state. Okay. हाँ निकल भाग आते हैं. पता नहीं कहाँ आते साले. अबे जाना. props.nodes. बाय. आता ही क्यों है मेरे को, ये समझ में नहीं आता. problem. Ah. Netanjimatta. Okay. H1 node, H1 node, unordered list. Okay, with this map.nodes. Okay, one node. Oh. Oh. Eh? Okay, we are giving it prop. Note, and I think it'll be the content. Hey. Hey. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with you? Sukka. It's a list. Okay, unordered list. So let's start element. What key should I give it? Oh, I think it's not this. It's going to be this. But why is it not visible? I think it's double props. Double dane. Double dane. We'll do destructuring. Double dane. Dane. Okay. What's happening in the chat? Okay. The component uses the useState function to initialize the piece of state stored in node. The component uses the useState function to initialize the piece of state stored in node with the array of nodes passed in the props. What is this, docs? It's full stack open. Here's the link if anybody interested. The component uses the useState function to initialize the piece of state. The component uses the useState function to initialize the piece of state stored in nodes with the array of nodes passed in as props. Passed in the props. We can also use React Developer tools to see that this really happens. This really happens. Oh, what was that? What have I done? Oh, it's happening. Yeah. If we wanted to start an empty list of nodes, we would set the initial value. If we empty list of nodes, we would set the initial value as empty array. And since the props would not be used, we could the props parameter from the function definition, of course. Yeah, let's stick with the initial value passed in the props for the time being. Man, the UI of this docs looks decent and creamy. Most of docs UI sucks. I mean, maybe it looks like that. I mean, still, but originally it looks like this. But I have this on, so mine looks like this. Yeah, it's like, it's cool. Like it. Okay, let's stick with the initial value passed in the props for the time being. Next, let's add an HTML form to the component that will be used for adding new nodes. Let's add a HTML form to the component that will be used for adding. Okay, add nodes. जतिन अनसब्सक्राइब करवा दिया जतिन को मैंने. तुम बड़े यार एक दूसरे. You guys are asking about each other. Damn. Something happened. On submit. That thing is gonna do happen, and then input. Yeah, mama. Okay. That's our form, that's input, and that will have a button. That will CC when it's will be type of submit. Most of the time they reply. He's not so. Actually, 2 days ago, I told him to unsubscribe. So he's gone. Yeah. Full stack stream. Of course, it's a full stack stream. Let's go. Okay. And then on submit, this thing is gonna happen. We will write this const add node. So event const event and Mashika, what happened? Why you meet him? I mean, he used to talk about irrelevant stuff. He was a distraction, man. Yeah, I told him you should not waste mine and yours, both of our time. So yeah, go, man. Button clicked and event.target. He was talking like, did you wear on the beer today? Which color? Yeah. No. I need you now. Damn. What are these? Stream number and timestamp. It was 2 days ago. The last stream with the green thumbnail. And yeah, after that it's around the end of the stream. Nothing. I told him the way I'm talking right now. Yeah, I can check it. My stupid. We have added the add node function as an event handler. So on submit, it's an event handler. function and event handlers to the form element that will be called when the form is submitted. Click console. Click oh shit. Add node. But it doesn't print that event. Add no. Oh. Well, let's see. Okay, I don't really understand what's this. Okay. We have added the add node function as an event handler to the form element that will be called when the form is submitted by clicking the submit button. We use the method discussed in part 1 for defining our event handler. Oh yeah, I've read about it. Oh, I don't know. Not really. Add node event. Should it work? The event parameter is the event. The event parameter is the event that triggers the call to the event handler function. The event parameter is the event that triggers the call to the event handler. Button clicked. Hey, what's wrong with mine? It doesn't show anything. Is there something? Stupid. What are you doing? That's why. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, form. All that. Did a Japanese company give you an interview yet? Yeah, I've told them to apply for the jobs, but I don't know what this guy is doing. Okay, we have added the add node function as an event handler to the form element that will be called when the form is submitted by clicking the submit button. We use the method discussed in part 1 for defining our event handler. He's still in school, so keep applying, man. He's not in school. He's in college, university. He's an engineering student. What is he doing? It's the 3rd year, I guess. Or 2nd. Event dot prevent default. That's cool. Mama, school is school. School ends at high school. Yoksha checked your GitHub repo. The tutor I have just Downloaded the code, extracted the file, open in VS Code, but it shows nothing when running like go live. Well, I don't know how did you do download it, but yeah, it runs. I think there is a readme file, and that was very long ago when I made it. I mean, you can run it. You are also studying, learning this thing. So if you don't consider going to college, it's also school. School is till high school. Then you go to college. That's university. College, university. School is like when you're a kid. Yeah. Hell, now I've watched that stream. There is nothing like fighting and all. I already told you there was no fight. Who said there was a fight? Oh. The event parameter is the... Yeah, I got a little irritated. That's it. So I said it like unsubscribe. Like the way I said right now. And yeah. The event parameter is the event that triggers the call to the event handler function. The event parameter is the event that triggers the call to the event handler function. The event handler immediately calls the event.prevent default method, which prevents the default action of submitting a form. The default action would, among other things, cause the page to reload. HTML form element submit event. The submit event fires. The submit event fires when a form is submitted. Note that the submit event fires on form element itself and not on button. Note that the submit event fires on form element itself and not on any button or input type submit inside. However, the submit event, which is sent to indicate the form's submit action, has been triggered. However, the submit event which is sent to indicate that the form submit action has been triggered includes a submitted property, which is the button that was invoked to trigger the submit. Submit event fires when the user clicks a submit button. The user presses enter while editing a field. Script calls the form.request. A script calls the form request submit method. However, the event is not sent to the form when a script is called. When a script calls the form.submit method directly. Add event handler. Oh my god. Higher chance of getting the internship since you are still in school. They will offer you a full-time job. He has done an internship for the US company. So yeah. The only downside which I feel about this internship is that it's unpaid. Like, what the hell? But they do pay monthly subsidy and all. Oh, wait a minute. Yokesh, by the way, I'm currently solving the assignment for the Heinz Japanese internship. Let's see. The assignment is pretty simple, to be honest. Damn. The next batch is November tag. Am I on track for first come, first serve? I think you are. I heard about Heinz. Is it Heinz? Hennig. Can't even read the name. Really, that's good. You have a high chance. I think you'll get it. Yeah. Man, just like even if it's unpaid, they are paying you for being there. You're gonna learn a lot of things. I pronounced it as Hennig. Hennig. I say it Heinz. I don't know why. There is a Heinz ketchup brand. That's why Heinz. Hannege, whatever. Okay. The event parameter is the event that triggers the call to the event handler function. The event handler immediately calls the the event handler immediately calls the event.prevent default method, which prevents the default action of a submitting form. The default action would among other things cause the page to reload. The target of the event stored in event.target is logged to the console. The target of the event stored in event.target is logged. You can I don't know what's that, but let's see. Oh, it's also in our project now. React on submit. Event on target. Target this. Target form contains this input now. Okay, the target of the event stored in event.target is target is logged to the console. Of course, the target in this case is the form that we have defined in our component. This is the target. This is the target. The target in this case is the form that we have defined in our component. How do we access the data contained in the form's input element? How do we do that? Let's see. Control component. So there's this Pakistani guy who have already done this thing like last year. So he said initially you have to pay the expenses like airfares and all, but upon reaching that or in the end they pay. Damn. Yosh wants you get it. Yo wants you to get it. Yeah, of course. So you can yo no. I don't know. Now it's not about referring me, but I want to hear his experience. Yeah, like how it's like. What's the process? That's what I wanna know. Like you can apply to, like the assignment is simple than I expected. Lol, really? There is also a front-end one you can apply to if you are not up for full stack. What's the full stack one? So full stack one is a week longer than the front-end one. Like you will stay a week longer if you get selected for full stack. Damn. Is the application still open? I will do it. Like, what's the project? Like, send me what you are making. I will have a look at it. And the full stack batch is starting on August, September, earlier than front-end one. It's fine. I will have a look at it. Send me the thing, okay? Can you send? What's the? Akshay, send me the what project you are making. So currently I'm doing the front-end one, and tomorrow I will do the full stack one. In the front-end you have two choices, Vue or React. I'm doing it in React. So like what do you have to make in React? I'm not sure if I can share the link, but wait, maybe I can share the screenshot of the problem so you'll get a hint. Yeah, I wanna see that. Send it on Discord. I'm gonna see if I can do that. Or I mean, last summer there was one internship for Japan, and I applied and there was no response because I knew nothing at that time. And I remember I didn't even clear my info at that time. But GLPT doesn't matter. I'm left behind. You can do it too, Hamid. Hamid. Damn, you don't need JLPT law. Of course, you don't need JLPT. Oh, let me see what he has sent. You have been provided with a project that is beginnings of a create user base. This has been provided in both React and Vue. The project currently consists of two components. Your task is to connect the form to an API and add validation. Do not change any of the CSS provided. Installing external dependencies or adding additional files is prohibited. Refer to the section connect the form to the API. The following is the base URL for our API. You can find this. Connect the form to the API. You can find the open API specification by accessing from the base URL. Server-side handling. Send a request to the endpoint when the button is pressed. When the submit button is pressed, the component should gather form data, then collects, send a request to endpoint, and a successful response, generic response. Is it the front end one? Although we may of course have server-side validation for a smoother use where you will some client. I mean, I understand it like half. This is only the 1/4 of the problem actually. Actual problem is a little lengthy, but I shared some so you can get it. Damn. Why would an unemployed guy laugh at another? I'm turtle, don't worry. I will catch up to you guys. Man. You'll be there. I also feel the same when I look at Akshat. You followed me again, thanks. Yeah, this is the FE one, but it's only a little. It's front end. The question is little lengthy. This is only 1/4. Damn. I'm doing this section. I think I need a little more knowledge to solve that. If you are a turtle, then fine, be a turtle, but I'm not that rabbit who will fall asleep. So better luck with that speed. The target in this case is the form that we have defined in our component. How do we access the data containing the form's input? Forms input element, controlled component. There are many ways to accomplish this. A control component. The first method we will take a look at this. We will the first method we will take a look at is through the use of so-called controlled components. What's control component? Controlling a component with a state variable. An input is uncontrolled. Even if you pass an initial value like input default initial text, your JSX only specifies the initial value. It does not control what the value should be right now. It does not control. Your JSX only specifies the initial value. It does not control what the value should be right now. To render a controlled input, pass the value prop to it. Pass the value prop to it. Or checked for checkboxes and radios Okay, connect. My React will force the input to always have the value you passed. React will force the input to always have the value you passed. Usually you would do this by declaring a state variable. State variable value first name. Okay, let's add a new piece of state called new node for storing the user submitted input, and let's set it as the input element's value attribute. Let's add a new piece of state called new node for storing the user submitted input, and let's set it as the input element's value attribute. Okay. The new state const new node set new node. Okay. Use state new node okay, and value input value attribute controlled component. That's a component, right? Component. Custom component. New node. Mada 日本語勉強してるの。はい。Okay. You provided a value prop to a form field without an on-change handler. Okay. There is more. Failed to provide a value prop. Yeah, I see that. The placeholder text as the initial. The placeholder text stored as the initial value of the new node state appears in the input element, but the input text cannot be edited. Yeah. Cannot be edited, but the input the placeholder text stored as the initial value of the new node state appears in the input element, but the input text can't be edited. The console displays a warning that gives us a clue as to what might be wrong. Failed prop type. You provided a value prop to a form field without on-change handler. Since we assigned a piece of the app components state as the value attribute of the input. Since we assigned a piece of the app component state as the value attribute of the input element, the app component now controls the behavior of the input element. To enable editing of the input element, we have to register an event handler that synchronizes. To enable editing of the input element, we have to register an event handler that synchronizes the changes made to the input. That synchronizes the changes. I'm blanking out. We have to register an event handler that synchronizes the changes made to the input with the component state. Okay. That synchronizes the changes made to the input with the component state. Stop thinking about other stuff. Okay. On change event handler. Event handler function. Const handle node change event event dot target dot value. The event target the value, target value, like what's inside of this, maybe, and then we call the set new this method, what you call it, this method. Then we update the target value. On change and node handle node change. What do you think of remembering the kanji book? It seems really interesting. Well, if you like it, then you read it. Well, there is one downside of it. I mean, you're gonna spend so much time learning how to recognize the characters, but not the reading. So yeah, I would not spend that much time and not learning the reading, not be able to read. Better You better use this. Like, I don't have time, that's why I didn't use this. Not this one, sorry. This one dane. This one kana. Yeah, you should use this one. It's much better. Okay. Nobody's here, so who am I recommending this to? Fuck you. Okay, handle no change event console dot event logger. Yeah, we are then setting that value is that won't change input won't change. I need you now. Input value, the placeholder stored as the initial value. The placeholder text is stored as the initial value of the new node state appears in the input element, but the text can't be edited. The console displays a warning that gives us a clue as to what might be wrong. Since we assigned a piece of the component state as the value attribute of the input element, the app component now controls the behavior of the since we assigned a piece of the app component state as the value attribute of the input element, the app component now controls the behavior of the I think the is fine. The behavior of the input element to enable editing of the others, like to enable editing of the input element we have to register an event handler that synchronizes the changes made to the input with the component state. Okay, we have that. We have now registered an event handler to the when I say then I take a pause. We have now registered an event handler to the we have now registered an event handler to the on change attribute of the forms. Either I should I need to stop. We have now registered an event handler to the on D is fine to the on change attribute of the form's input element. The event handler is called every time a change occurs. In the input element. The event handler. The event handler function receives the how do you say it? Is it the or the? Some American told me can I borrow 100k from you? Yeah, when I become rich, of course. You can.
The.
The is fine.
The.
You're from US, that's why it's the for you.
The.
The is fine for me. I will pay you back after one day. You don't have to pay me back. You can keep it. When I'll have that much money. When I will have change to spare. Suddenly it's hot. Can't believe winters are over already. Already. I need you now. I need you now. Too much brain power uses. I mean, I'm not using any much of my brain. Yeah, man, that shit's good. Heard only good things about that shit. I don't think that's good. You guys were not in the chat when I was recommending some other book. So yeah. I'm not saying anything. The event handler is called every time a change occurs in the input element. The event handler function receives the event object. The event handler function receives the event object. Receives the event object as its event parameter. Receives the event object. I need you. Don't listen to Yosh. According to Yosh, only Shah Rukh Khan is good. Shah Rukh Khan is sexy. What are you talking about? Look at this man. Look at him, man. Well, I was recommending this. Kodash. This book. This is better than yours. Remembering the kanji. Acting wise, Irfan Khan better. Man, I can't just compare. Like when you cannot act. I know Irfan Khan is he's very good, but he has his style, and you can't just say Shah Rukh Khan is not good at acting. He has given a lot of good movies. Why am I fucking hot? Yeah, I cannot say, like, I'm in your field, so I know. Like, if I say something, if I criticize you, that is understandable because I know what you do, because I do the same thing too, but I'm not at that level yet. But when you don't know nothing, when you don't know shit about acting and you are saying that this and that, yeah, I can say it's a fucking opinion. Fuck your opinion. First of all, you should not compare. And second, fuck your opinion. That I don't care. Okay, the event handler is called every time on it. Time a change occurs in the input element. The event handler function receives the event object at its event parameter. An event object is a data structure created automatically when an event occurs. An event object is a data structure. Okay. An event object is a data structure created automatically when an event occurs, such as a user click, a key press, or page load. An event object is a data structure that created automatically when an event occurs, such as user click, key press, or page load. It contains properties and methods that provide information about the event and allow developers to control its behavior. Key concepts in web development. In core part of DOM and are passed as argument often. In web events, event objects are a core part of the DOM and are passed as arguments. Argument often named event E or event to event header functions. All web event objects are based on the core event interface. All web event objects are based on the core event interface and may use more specific interfaces like mouse event or keyboard event, which inherit from event. Purpose: they help in making web pages interactive and responsive by allowing code to react to user actions and browser events in a consistent way across different browsers. Okay. Property methods. Type a string representing the name of the event. Type as, so that's the event click or key down. Target, a reference to the exact element on which the event initially occurred. Current target, a reference to the element whose event listener triggered the event. Useful during event propagation. Bubbling. Timestamp, the time at which the event was created in milliseconds. Prevent default, a method that stops the default action associated with an event from occurring. Preventing a form submission from refreshing the page. Stop propagation. Propagation. Stop propagation. Okay. Useful during event propagation. A method that stops the event from propagating further up the DOM tree to parent element when bubbling. That's it. I think you were also trying to write it out, but it's too time consuming. What? It sticks to your brain when you see it. If you use your hands, that's much more effective. Of course. But I don't have time. That's why I stopped writing kanji. I try to learn it from Anki like usually, but there's this always feeling like something missing. I'm not satisfied. That's why I started writing kanji too. Of course, you can do that. I've done it for 1 month, and then I had my exam for it too, so yeah, then I stopped it. I still don't have time to learn to write. The event handler is called every time a change occurs in the input element. The event handler function receives the event object as its event parameter. The target property of the target property of the event object now corresponds to the controlled input element. The target property of the event object now corresponds to the controlled input element. Controlled input element. Sorry. Value. The target property of the event object now corresponds to the controlled input element, and event.target.value refers to the input value of that element. Making bubbles. Refers to the input value of that element. Note that we did not need to call event.prevent default method like we did on submit event. This is because no default action occurs on an input change, unlike a form submission. So prevent default, a method that stops the default action associated with preventing a form submission from refreshing the page. Preventing a form submission from refreshing the page. Looks like Akshat will be going to Japan soon if he gets hired by Heinz ketchup. You can follow along in the console to see how the event handler is called. How the event handler is called. On change, it's called. I've seen it. Tuk tuk tuk. Takira. Oh, can I make like my name? No. Oh, ee. I don't know what I'm making. Sorry. You did remember to install React DevTools, right? Good. You can directly view how the state changes from the React DevTools tab. Hooks. Yeah, hooks. Deaf. I was mute. But I think it's mentioned on the website that they will pay for the ticket and all. And of course, like, that guy was from Pakistan, so maybe they had some other kind of rules and things. Maybe like you don't know, he's from other country, the guy you asked. It's for the work experience, of course. And yeah, there's a chance that if they like your work, then you'll get hired. You'll be offered a full-time position. Yeah, they will pay after reaching there and all. Yeah, of course they're gonna pay. Just remember to read the contract. Yeah. Don't worry, it's a big company. First, clear the interview. Stop thinking about the airfare. I'm convincing your parents. But it was for last year, so maybe. But as mentioned on the their site, I think they are gonna buy you a ticket beforehand. Like, you will not have to pay anything. Who knows, man? I don't know. Make sure they will pay for it. Of course. Do not sign the contract until you read it fully and clearly. Considering the assignment, I think the interview will not be that difficult, cause if an internship, not for an actual job. Don't worry, there will be many candidates from India. You are not the only one. So who knows if you'll get it or not. They might select someone before you. Then what you're gonna do? You did remember to install the React Dev tools. You can actually see how the state changes from the React Dev tools. Yeah, the candidates from India is you only. Don't worry, I'm not participating in that thing. I can't even do that exercise. Whatever that assignment. Now the app components new node state reflects the current value. Now the app's new node state. Now the app's new node state reflects the current value of the input, which means that we can complete the add node function for creating. We can complete the add node function for creating. We can complete the add node function. For creating new nodes. So that's that. Well, you can write code the assignment, I guess, and interview, you have time and you can prepare. Damn. Just write code, bro. Imagine I vibe code it and then I have an interview the next day. I'll be blocked from that company. Then I'll have to shut down my PC with them in mid interview, like Akshat. Don't know if it will work or not. New object, node object. Nah, they clearly mentioned like first you will submit the assignment and they will look at your CV and resume. Maybe here they can filter out you. Of course. Like you already know so much stuff and you have your GitHub account is also. Yeah, so I will be filtered out. Content is new note. Important. What's happening over here? Important. Math.random. That's why I'm telling you. So it's no use. Continue studying. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not applying. That's why I'm telling you to apply. I even send him job vacancies and job openings which I find online. Notes.length plus 1. That's stringifies it. 1. Notes.length. Let's try something differently. Let's try this shit. The F out in resume. Like no shit. Add random skills and all. Let's see what happens. Yosh create some badass resume. Maybe you can get it. No. Nah. If I make that badass resume with my name on it, they will never accept applications from a person with the same name. If they caught you, maybe they're gonna ban India from next time. Yeah, you can get it in. But they will find out during the interview process if you know shit or not. Of course. Yeah, I think the interview will be in 2 months or so you can prepare for that easily. Let's see what happens. Just hire an Indian to do yours, then prepare for the interview. What are you talking about? I am Indian. I am an Indian. You are giving the same advice as I gave you. That I gave you. Well, you can copy my solution. Yeah. Like they will not know. If I copy your solution line by line, then not just my application, they will reject yours too. Sounds like skill issue because you're Indian. Yeah, that's a skill issue. My yo. Yo. Event.target. Set nodes. We are gonna set the nodes. Okay, nodes dot concat function, nodes concat concat node object. Set new node. Nodes will be set to like nodes we are concatenating, and that's gonna create a new array. Okay, and then this new node object content is going to be new node, which is this, which is this. I mean, yeah. What we have inside the input field, and then important. I don't know why we have these properties. I think it's for ID or that. Okay, and then we are gonna set the new node, which is this new node to empty. Bro, there are so many people who will have same solution, so there is nothing to worry about that, because you can tell a code is different by looking at the variable names and all, but here the variable names are all static and predefined. Damn. So what's your selling point then? Like, if everybody's code is looking the same, then how will you be different? Why would they choose? Why are they gonna choose you, select you? I think it will be on the interview basis, which you suck at. So I think you should wipe code the solution and prepare for the interview. So and logic will be the same in the most of the time. That's true. Fuck getting another job. I am just gonna make it big with trading. Damn. Surely I won't lose another 2,000. Yeah, 24k. Damn, give me that money. 24k. I'll go to Japan. My Yosh, come on, man. I wanna see some Japanese guy humiliating Indian. Because an Indian guy tried to make the fool out of Japanese and they caught him. The name is what? Humiliating Indian. Yo. 24k, that's like a fresher package I dream of. Yeah, if I want an app, I will just hire Indians to develop the app for me. Yeah, the golden advice that I gave you. From my resume and proof of work by looking at my GitHub portfolio and rest on my interview. Why Indians though? Cause of cheap labor. Of course. I mean, Americans think that Indians are cheap labor, and that's true. They are. Where you can always hire me. Yeah, with 24k. Don't have it. I will just wipe card that. Now the app component's new node state reflects the current value of the input, which means that we can complete the add node function for creating new nodes. We created this variable object, node object. That's the variable, that's the object. Reference content, new node, all that. I need you. First we will create a new object for a node called node object. First we will create a new object for node called node object that will receive its content from the component's new node state. The unique identifier ID is generated based on the total number of nodes. This method works for application. All applications nodes are never deleted. With the help of math.random function, our node has a 50% chances of being marked as important. Ooh. We're gonna make a lot of money together. Give us, I gotta bounce. Have to wake up early today in 3 hours. Damn. Good night. Bye. Okay. Oh, it's added now. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Ooh. Button clicked. I will maybe get back to learning how to code, but it's not going to be working for a company, it's going to be for myself. Yeah, of course, man, you have a CS degree, so you should. You're already working, so yeah, you don't have to worry about the money. Respect. Yeah. You can do whatever you want to do with ma. I need you. Dude, that's a div. Marker. Input. A form field should have an ID or name attribute. Doesn't it have? Don't I have it? Form field should have an ID or name attribute. Like, I'm also trying to get a job so I can have some money, and then after that I can do something of my own. I'm already close to my 30s. So cooked man, so I need to find a wife soon. Of course. I mean, 30s is fine. You're the right age. And then marry a different. Sorry. Oh, what was I doing? No. The target property of the event object now corresponds to the control input element. We'll have get soon, man. Of course. And event.target.value refers to the input field. Note that we did not need to call event.prevent default method like we did in the onSubmit event handler. This is because no default action occurs on an event my input channel like a form submission. But this is no default action occurs, so you can follow along in the console to see how the event handler is called. Okay. The first we create a new object for the node called node object that will receive its content from the component's new node state. The unique identifier ID is generated based on the total numbers of nodes. This method works for all applications as nodes are never deleted. With the help of math.random functions, our node has a 50% chances of being marked as important. The new node is added to the list of nodes using the concat array method introduced in part 1, of course. Set nodes concat creates a new array node object. Funny field. The method does not mutate the original nodes array, but rather creates a new copy of the array with the new item added to the end. This is important since we must never mutate the state directly in React. Okay, remember that. Hamido. We must never mutate state directly in React. The event handler also resets the value of the control input, which is this control input. If you give this attribute and okay, then this thing becomes controlled. The event handler also resets the value of the controlled input element by calling the set new node function of the new node state. I need you. I don't need to. I can just. Oh, it will not my. It will. तौबा तेरा जलवा, तौबा तेरा प्यार, तेरा इमोशनल अत्याचार. Sorry. तौबा तेरा जलवा तौबा तेरा. You can find the code for current application in its entirety in the part 2.2 branch of the GitHub repository. But I don't want to. I'm gonna code it. Filtering displayed elements. Let's add some new functionalities to our application that allows us to only view the important nodes. Let's man, gotcha. Okay, you like that? I need you now. Content ID 6. Important false. Important false. Still false is true now. 50% prob. Okay, oh, I'm there. Man, it's so boring when you're single. Step 5, 4, 2, step, okay, tomorrow. My kidneys cannot store much amount of liquid. I'm old, I'm getting old. I'm getting fucking old. I gotta go. मेरे जिक्र का जुबां पे समात रखना एक संदूकों में मेरे ठिकाने चिट्ठी तारों में तुम साथ अंधेरा तेरा मेरे लिया उजला से तेरे नाम saw people back. I will tell you a funny story. Whenever I see an orange, it reminds me of the first time when I watched adult video. Yeah. Na, 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 na. Mozambique. Let me give you some ASMR. Ah! I dropped it. I'm not eating that. Not picking that up. I'm not eating that. Oi. I think I need a haircut. I'll give it to myself. रिश्ता हमारा बैठ की बोली तुझसे जुड़ी हो हर पतंग ना तूने सिखाया जीने का नुस्खा ये तूने बताया मेरी जान Patang Krishna I'll be stronger than I need you. I'll look at the time. I'll be stronger than I am. I need you now. Another. from here. Damn, that's ass. Okay, enough is enough. Okay, I know, too much to handle, too hard to handle. Okay, filtering the split elements. Okay. Filtering the split elements. Yeah, that's it. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Filtering the split element. Let's add some new functionality to our application that allows us to only view the important nodes. Let's add a piece of state to the app component that keeps track of which nodes should be displayed. Okay. Arigatou gozaimasu. That's a new keyword that I invented. Show all, that's the state, and show set all, that's the function. Use state, again that's also a function, and we're gonna set it to true. Let's change the component so that it stores a list of all. Let's change the component so that it stores a list of all nodes to be displayed in the nodes to show variable. Nodes to show a variable, the item on the list depends on the state of the component. Aris. Okay, show all. Show all. If it's true, then nodes. If it's not true, then nodes. We run a filter function which is gonna check the node. Okay, that's the parameter. Node, every single node, and the one with the important property, we're gonna check if it's true. If it's true, then that thing is gonna be returned. Ikana. Stokana. Node to show. So instead of directly the nodes, it's going to be, I don't know, we're going to be iterating over this thing. So yeah, if this thing is going to be true, then it's going to be nodes that we are going to run the map function over, and if this thing is false, then it is going to be the filtered out nodes with the important property true. Yeah, nodes to show. The definition of the nodes to show variable is rather compact. The definition uses the conditional operator, also found in many other programming languages. The operator functions as follows. If we have the result, I already know this. The result variable will be set to if we have the result variable will be set to, if this condition is true, then the result variable will be set to the value of val1 if condition is true. If condition is false, the result variable will be set to value 2. If the value of show all is false, the node to show variable will be assigned to a list that only contains nodes that have important properties set to true. Filtering is done with the help of the array filter method. Does the filter function mutate the array? No? Yes? No? Yes, I guess. No. No? No, nah. We are just filtering out filtering through the function returns first /all values that make it return true. There was one thing. The methods are used most. No. Please note that methods sort, reverse, and splice modify etc. Filter doesn't. What am I doing? What am I saying? Sorry. Why would it's just filter. The find method looks for a single first element that makes the function return true. If there is many, we can do two. If there may be many, we can use array.filter. Function, the syntax is find, similar to find, but it returns an array of matching elements, a new array, empty array if nothing found. Nodes dot filter node dot importance. If it's true, the comparison operator is redundant. The comparison operator is redundant since the value of node dot object is either true or false, which means that we can simplify it. I need you now. What were you eating? Orange. That was an orange. When life gives you oranges. Orange. Have you learned Spanish in your school? Orange. I was eating orange. Come on, answer my fucking question. It's not nice. Is that what they teach in American schools? Huh? We showed the comparison operator first. We showed the comparison operator. I need you now. Okay. Oh, だよね。だよね。HTML is easy. Browser can execute only JavaScript. Get and post are the most important method of HTTP protocol. What was I reading? We show the comparison operator first to emphasize an important detail. In JavaScript, val1 equals val2 does not always work as expected. We show the comparison operator first to emphasize an important detail. In JavaScript, val1 val2 does not always work as expected. When performing comparison, it's therefore safer to exclusively use. If it's comparison, boom, you can read more about this topic over here. Hatana. But you can. Okay, I will read it. I take it. Lose equality. Double equals. Have you lost your mind? The equality operator checks whether its operands are equal. Whether its operands are equal, returning a boolean result. Unlike the strict equality operator, it attempts to convert and compare operands that are of different types. That's gonna like true. That is true. That's also true. Okay. You can test out the filtering functionality by changing the initial value of show all state. I've already done that. Next, let's add functionality that enables users to toggle the show all state of the application from the user interface. The relevant changes are shown below. Fucking that's Indian pronunciation. Below. Below. That's racist. What's Indian English? Below. Bell. Oh, it's like bell. Oh. Bell. Oh. Below. 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 It's like bell. Oh, that's the American pronunciation. Then British one is like this. Bell. Oh. Then we have the Indian English pronunciation. Below. It's like below. Below. Fuck it. Below. Okay. Below. No, below. I cannot. Yeah, that's how I pronounce it. That's damn good. Damn. Why do you guys have these kind of words that people cannot pronounce? Can't even say. English is weird, lol. Yeah, that's lol. Your language is lolling. Show. Soっか。That's a show, okay? That's a button. Then we'll have show all. If it's true, okay? Then we're like important. Otherwise, it's all. It's all. And I hate my teachers for swinging me, for teaching me this fucking accent. On click, set, on click, not sure. Okay. Show important. Should have in space. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, dum 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 ding dum 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 ding dum 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 ding dum dum dum. Okay, sorry. Below. Balloon. Yes. Oh, no there. Content. Don't see that. Show. Show important. Below. Balloon. Balloon is fine. I will say it balloon. Okay, patloon. Button on click, all that. The display notes, all voices important are controlled with a button. The event handler for the button is so simple that it has been defined directly in the attribute. Yeah. Of the button element, the event handler switches the value of show all from true to false and vice versa. The text of the button depends on the value of the show all state. Show all, important, and all. You can find the code for our current application in its entirety in part 2-3 branch of this repository. Mine is completed. Boy. 15%. Boy. I know. I'm tired. No, I am. I need you. I need you now. I need you now. Sorry. There is a lot of blue. 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 What's blue? Blue. Exercises 2.6 to 2.10. In the first exercise, we will start working on an application that will be further developed in the later exercises. In related sets of exercises, it is sufficient to return more exercises. Law. Yeah, but I wait for the exercises. Yeah, I like the exercises. I don't like doing this part. I like the exercises part. When I can just do my exercises. When I can do exercises and build muscles. Pew. Actually, my first week is going well. Pretty well. Tomorrow, if I can complete all these exercises today, then tomorrow we start a project. My app. Yeah, I'm gonna start my app. Yeah, I'm gonna build a prototype. Sheesh, let's go. Yeah. Cute waifu project. Nope. It's not a waifu project. It's my Migaku. I'm building a Migaku for myself. It's just a prototype. I will keep working on it. Yeah, I will keep improving that same thing. And I will not make any other project because I don't want to. One thing is sufficient. If you want to hire me, then hire. Or I make money. Bitch. Then I hire people. Bitch. Then I give them money. Bitch. Yeah, that's what I want to do. How do you like that? You like that? Do you like that? Do you like that? Yeah. Cute. In the first exercise, we will start working on an application that will be further developed in later exercises and related sets of exercises that is sufficient to return the final version of your application. You may also make a separate commit after you have finished each part of the exercise set. But doing so is not required. The phone book step 1. Let's create a simple phone book. Okay. I'll make it. I will give it to you. I will give it to you. Oh, sorry. Why am I weird? I need you. Who does that? It's already cleared. It's already clean. Now I can do clear, clutch, clear, plus. Okay. Then I do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 8. That's the new meme. 7, 8. 7, 8. Mama and PM. Read. I remember my first stream. I couldn't even do this. Couldn't even initialize it. Read project. Man, it was so embarrassing. The phone book. I need you. The phone book. React. JavaScript. Yes. Junking. How do you do? Yes. The phone book. Sounds like a movie name. The phone book. Boom. What have I deleted? Yo, that is not allowed. Deleting things is not allowed. I just leave it, man. You'll be there. I have no problem. 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 Yeah. Problem. Blum. Sorry. Who does that? Well, I do that. I talk to myself. That's okay. Everybody does that. Is it okay? Yes, of course. Maybe. Damn. Boy. Defaulto. Applebee. Babzy. Sorry. Come on. Babzy. Sorry. Babzy. I think I have Tourette's. Babzy. Yeah. No. Not allowed. I shall fucking allow. You can't. Sorry. Let's create a simple phone book in this part. We will only be adding names to the phone book. Let us start by implementing the addition of a person to the phone book. You can use the code below as a starting point for the app component for your application. Of course, I'm gonna use that. Scores. You know what? States are for later. We will just sorry. That's a div which has a h2 which says phone book. This one is yeah, that's ugly. I like that one. Let's go. Okay. Then we have a form. Action is nothing. We are not doing any action. We are coding. No action. It's not a fucking movie. That's a name which contains the input. Of course. Choromatic. That's a div. We're going to div it well. Shaw. That's one more div that we have. The button. We can have a button. It should be like add. Type is going to be of some What's this hidden? Oh, do you see this? That's so impressive. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Bye. You know what? Now I will close and to tag 2. Do you see that? Boom! I've closed and to tag 2. Well. Okay, that's the app and all that. Extract. we can the persons. Okay, persons, said person, use state. Name Artu Hellas. Artu Hellas. Hella. New name set, new name use. The new name state. The new name state is meant for controlling the form input element. I should read this first. What's my task? The new name state is meant for controlling the form input element. Sometimes it can be useful to render state and other variables as text for debugging purposes. Sometimes it can be useful to render state and other variables as text for debugging purposes. You can temporarily add the following element to the rendered component. It's all so important. Is today a 2-hour stream of exercises? Nope. Not today. After 3 days, it's going to be a 12-hour stream for 1 week. Every day. I think you haven't watched the latest video on the channel, so I will explain the month plan, the grand scheme. For the first week, I'm doing my coding. Yeah, I will start working on my project, and then for the second week I will learn 500 words every day, 305,000 words in a week. Of course, that's insane. Then in the third week will mine 5,000 cards. Of course, for that I'm gonna have to read a lot, and watching animes not that redeeming anymore because it's time consuming, but also like you don't mind that much, so yeah, but I'll see what I can do. And the fourth week is challenge month. Actually. Fourth week is not decided, but I'm gonna go back to coding and do things with my coding. So yeah, starting week programming, middle 2 weeks for Japanese, and fourth week coming back to programming. Is the challenge month. I do that a lot. Sorry. I need you now. I need you. Hey. ありがとうございます。ショッピングタグ付け What you can know on streams you can use you can sell you can shopping kind of thing. I don't have anything. Oh. Bro, my PC is so loud. It's so loud. Loudy, howdy. Okay, sorry. I need to hijack the input element. I need to hack it. I need you now. Sorry. 9 months. I only have 9 months now. I need to know. I listen to a song. Freeze. I'll be strong once again. Okay. Let's create a simple phone book. In this part, we will only be adding names to the phone book. Let's start by implementing the addition of a person to the phone book. You can use the code below as a starting point for the app components of your application. Hi. The new name state is meant for controlling the form input element. Sometimes it can be useful to render state and other variables as text for debugging purposes. You can temporarily add the following element to render component. Debug. Of course, it is also important to put what we learned in the debugging React application chapter of part 1 into good use. The React developer tools extension is incredibly useful for tracking changes that occur in the application state. After finishing this exercise, your application should look something like this. Something like this. Something like that. Sorry. Note the use of React developer tool extension in the picture bar. MB. What's MB? You can use the person's name as a value of the key property. Remember to prevent the default action for submitting forms. Of course, we will do that. Sharp. Okay, first we are going to hijack. We'll do the hijacking. Value. Okay, mama, no hijacking yet. Not yet. We will write some states. Okay, that's going to be the main state percent, which will contain the list gone on the list of the objects or list of the users. Oh la. Okay, array with objects. First we'll example arrow and field. And field what should I give you? Sakamoto. Yeah, that's not right. Sakamoto and field. Okay. Hi, and then the second street. New name. Set new name. Hut. Okay, use state use state, and it's going to be an empty string. I'll be stronger than I am. We will add this. Okay, now we'll add this over here. Div. You know what? I'll need you. I need you now. I need you. Oh no. I need you now. Oh fuck me. Okay, the value is going to be new name. Okay, shut up. Put a value prop to a form field without on change. Huh? Don't tell me what to do. On change. Okay, on change event handler. Const handle on change. No, that's the event. Event ikana. I'll be stronger than I am. Let's console log it. I'll be stronger than I am. Okay, event dot target dot value. That value over target, that's the event. Then the target is the value, which is your name. We are console logging it, and then we're gonna set the handle on change. Const. What you call it? Function gonna, yeah. Boom. Namla ho raha hai. We're gonna set the new names to event dot target dot value. Ikana. Oh, injanai. Okay, that disappears. The pause is not good. Okay. What the hell am I doing? Yo. See that? On change. I'll be stronger. Talk. Okay, the button submit, we are submitting it. There was one more thing. I remember to prevent default action for on the form you add something. Am I gonna have to look at this code? Of course, of course. Why not? Oh, sorry. Now. Sorry. Sorry. On submit. Yeah. On submit. I can do a little cheating. On submit, of course. I don't remember, but I know what to do. Okay. On submit. One more event handler. Handle. On submit. Handle on. Ikana. Event we prevent. What do you like? Stop. Dot. What's your like? Event. My event dot. Shut up. What you do with? What do you do? Add note. We are adding a note. God damn it. We are adding a note. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. That event like prevent default. Of course, we're gonna add a note. Maika. Event prevent why is it not showing? Event prevent default. Default. Hi. We're gonna like console.log form submitted event. Oh wow. Add note is not noted. Boom. Boom. Of course, like we need to clear that too. Set the new node to this. So if we click that, boom. What is stop. That's the target. Now it shows the same. Same, I know. can I get some peace? Yeah, I'm thinking of doing this thing tomorrow. I can do it now. But can I do it tomorrow? Can you hear me, my blinking, my eyes blinking? That's how it sounds. That's how it sounds. You know, if you wanna hear yourself blink, all you need to do is put your fingers inside your ears, okay? Yeah, like do a noise suppression and then blink. You can hear yourself blinking. It's all right. I need you now. Everything is worth. The question is, do you want to learn C? If you want to, then do it. Nobody's stopping you. Yes. Then learn it. It's worth it. Your worth is different than mine. Remember that. It's alright, man. I need you now. Felix Kajalberg. Where are you from, Felix? From Sweden? Need you. I need you now. Sorry, but no sorry. Felix Kajalberg. Okay, yeah, should I complete it or what not? What? Sorry, okay, okay. Da da ba ba bee doo 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 ra ra fa 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 ah an ordered list. Why do I even have to? Like, I can do it without a list. Let's see. Well, let's see what I can do. Okay, okay. How's that doing? Wait a minute first. Boom, boom, boom. Goes away. What it does, it like clicking the button, submit type, on change, on click, on click should do something, right? On click on change എന്നയോ അല്ല മൈക്ക on click no. Submit. Type is of submit. It's just submitting. Boom. Submit. Blah 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 blah. I need you now. Form. That's a form button. Need you now. I need you. Need you now. I'm gonna name it name.いいかな。いいよ。Anything, Kalu, okay? This. I just wanna see it for now. Okay, it's fine. Get the hell out of here, boy. Okay, wait a minute. Nima. Okay, it's fine. New name, and then we can set the object to that. Now when I add that, did I? Bad yo. Oh, 3. You see that? Sakamoto AA. 443 32215 6666 7. See that? 2 times Xiaomi Sis. Okay, that's called 9999. Do I have 9? Only 7. What happened with the 9? 9 9. Grazie. What's this magic button? Oh. Okay, oh, wait a minute. You can use a person's name as the value of the key property. Okay. Okay. Persons dot map kana. Yeah, person all we gonna do instead of that, okay. Here we're gonna a p tag would be fine, and inside that we print the name. Print the person only. How about that? How about that? How about that? How about that? Okay. A child of the list has the key properties. Okay. Oh, please work. Person is person. Wow. Can I just stop? Objects are not valid as a React child. Is that the whole? Oh, so done. That's a name, bro. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, brah? Wabble, wabble, wah. A B C or D. C we E ha ah ha ha. Well, two childs with the same key. So done. Okay. But that's like I don't know, add a p tag. Okay, that looks ugly. I'm gonna use a okay, let's use a ordered list. I need you now. Injanai. Okay. It told me to. Oh, space is also. Oh, space is loud. Okay. What up, Martin? Martin, the Lunda. The Lunda. Laundry. Said laundry. Bare. Laundry की औलाद. Okay, the phone book step 2. Actually, you know. No, you don't know. But I know that you don't know. That I know. Sub laundry. Shut up. Cringe. Code review passed. Ah. The React state updates are asynchronous. When you call said persons, React schedules the update for the next render loop. It does not pause the function to update the variable instantly, but the time console runs on the very next line. The person's variable hasn't actually been updated yet. Keep this in mind for the future. Never trust a console log immediately after a state call. I need you. Okay. I did this. I'll do this tomorrow. Step 2, step 3, 4, 5 steps. I think I'll pause. Pause. Yeah. What's this English, bro? Bye.